Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, or should I say in today's review, I'll be reviewing the Airpods 4 ANC. Of course, these are the ANC versions of the AirPod, and after using them for a while, this is gonna be the review. Now, currently mine has on a rubberized case, so I recommend that you get a case. This case comes with a cleaner and of course this set up to protect the AirPods. As you can see, they fit them snug. On the front you can actually see an area for the LED lights here, and it covers the port here. So the Airpods 4 comes with, of course, this USB Type-C port. There is the area here, so it can actually double as a AirTag in terms of it can play sounds for you to find it and so on. All right, so one of the things I love, this is the iPhone 17 Pro Max, is that it pairs so nicely, and of course once you open them up they will instantly be recognized, and as you can see they just simply work in terms of setup. All right, battery life is very good in combination with the case, and as you can see here guys, they are very much well designed. One thing that I really absolutely love is the widgets that actually track the AirPods, so you can always keep a close eye on them in terms of their charge state. And of course, everything merges perfectly with the Apple ecosystem. So of course, these are the earbuds, and once you remove them from their case, you can see that they show up and you can keep track of them easily. All right, so the case has this very nice satisfying closure in terms of when you're closing, as reminiscent of any Apple product, and you can see the LED on the front. This one doesn't come with a button, but of course here is touch sensitive, so you can actually tap and of course it will detect the touches. All right, the AirPods themselves come as seen here. So this is the stem. You can actually see the charging points here, and of course this is the right bud, and you can see the speaker grill here. It's well designed, except that this one doesn't come with ear tips. So for some people this is really comfortable, for others it's not very comfortable. They produce superb sound, and of course they are just perfect in terms of the balance that they give. Both are well designed and are equal in terms of layout, and you can easily tell the right from the left as they are marked. You can also notice here, there's a section here that acts as a clickable button that you can actually use with your device. Next guys, one of the other things that I like is the controls that these give. So you can easily control the volume, but of course if you go into the settings here, you can see you have option to spatial audio when available. You also have conversation awareness, and you have listening mode. So currently they're set to transparency, so I can hear what's going on around me. I can set them to adaptive, which will adjust itself automatically. I can turn off this feature, or I can use noise cancellation. Noise cancellation is superb because it cancels out sound. So of course, if you do not like loud environments, this will reduce the sound significantly. Not totally, but significant to the point that it will make a major difference. And one of the great selling points of these, I would say, is the noise cancellation, especially if you're in loud environments that can be damaging to your hearing, or of course if you need the ear in protection. All right, and of course they can adapt in terms of as soon as somebody's speaking, they'll automatically switch between the noise cancellation and transparency, so you can actually hear those around you, so you do not need to remove them. All right, so that's conversational awareness, and it does turn on. Depending on what you're playing for audio, you'll get spatial audio. This will allow you to hear as if you're in a theater or a room where the sound will follow you in terms of the direction, and it will come from all around, or feel like you're in a theater. In terms of audio experience, it will give a great listening experience. In the main controls, we have lots of settings, and these settings will allow you to control just about everything, including answering calls. You can actually use these to nod your head. And in nodding your head, what's going to happen is that you can answer or reject calls with the head gestures. You can also do the same in terms of adaptive audio from in the main Bluetooth control. And of course, you can see here you can control your camera with your device as well. You can control personalized audio, And one of the things that I like is the translation feature, which is the live translate here that you can actually use to translate languages in real time. So if you're a person that travels abroad, you'll find this feature most useful. Overall, guys, I recommend these. And of course, what the main selling point would be is that these are more affordable. And of course, they give great sound. And since these are the fourth generation, you get a lot of cool features that you can actually use in your everyday life. So if you're not a audiophile in terms of a person that's super keen on sound, where your ears can pick up the subtle differences, I think these are perfect in that they come in at that great price and you can actually get superb sound quality. And so guys, overall, I give these a score of 9 out of 10. And of course, if you are not a person that works in audio, or of course you audio engineer, or a person that's really super keen on quality in terms of your audio, you can actually go with these. These are good as a all-rounder in terms of enjoying your media, movies, and of course casual use. I like them because, of course, of the great design. They feel comfortable. They do not hurt my ears. And of course, if like me are a casual user that just simply need them every now and then, they work perfectly. The battery life is super long, especially with the case, and I never have to worry about charging them. And of course, they come in at a good price, as I mentioned before, which is the major selling point. In terms of the missing tips, in my case, I have never had the issue with them hurting my ears. So of course, I love the design and I don't necessarily need the tips. If the tips were on these, you would actually get that extra noise cancelling in terms of it would create that compression in your ears for less chances of sound escaping. But of course, in my case, I did not miss that at all. I find that the quality is so good, especially for listening to your movies or listening to social media or stuff that you enjoy in your content, that you can enjoy it even more in that it removes background sound. Or if you're in a constantly noisy environment, you can actually use these to eliminate those sounds. And of course, it will make any environment, noisy or not, super quiet. So the noise cancelling alone for me is the greatest selling point, and Apple did a superb job with these. Of course, in terms of health and safety, I'd recommend that you use these. If you educate yourself on the safety of wireless devices and use them in moderation and don't have them on like all the while, as most people do. As in terms of your health, it's best to be moderate and balance your usage, and do not expose yourself to these at hours at a time, just to be on the safe side. They say there's no dangers in wearing these all the time, but of course, as I said, the noise cancelling, and these are also hearing aid grade in terms of medical grade. So these are well designed and well put together, and they can, in environments with noise, really help you out versus you damaging your hearing. But as I said, always use these at a decent rate and do not have them on like all day and so on, all right? Because of course your health is very important, all right? So overall, guys, definitely get these, and you can have these to really help you out in noisy environments, to enjoy your music and so on within moderation, all right? So hope that was helpful, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.